What up, everybody? It's your girl, Mimi, and today I'm coming to y'all with a story time, and it's about my scar that's on my forehead. I don't know if y'all can see it. Hold on, because I don't want to. My head look a mess, but this is my scar, and a lot of people want to know what happened to me, how did I get it, and this and that. So basically, that's what it's about to be about, is my scar. Okay, so it was on a Saturday morning, and it was in January of this year, 2018. And so basically I had somewhere to be, and I had to be there at 11:40 in the morning, but not like just not pulling up to the place where at 11:40, like I had to like go inside and be at that room, be at that destination inside the place at 11:40. Like my foot right had to be stepping inside of the room thing inside right at 11:40. So basically I had got up early that morning. I had got dressed and everything. I was done by 10, I'll say about 10:40, 10:50. I was done dressing, taking my shower and all this and that. And I didn't have to do my hair because I had sewing and stuff. But anyway, so basically I was done doing that. And, I was just sitting around, just getting my stuff together, blah, blah, blah. So I'm leaving out the house at 11:20. Okay. Driving down the street, time passing by, okay. Then I remember I had forgot something that I needed to have when I was going to that place. So it's already 11:32. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna make it. Might as well not go. So, still believing, still hoping that I can make it. I turned around and I ran in the house. I turned around, went back to my house. I ran in the house real quick, ran in my room to get what I needed to get. And then right after that, I had got what I needed. I had came out the house, locked the door, blah blah blah. Came out the house, blah blah blah. When I was getting back in the car, I guess I was so much in a rush, which I was. When I was getting back in the car, like I must have like janked the door real hard. So basically, like I opened the door and like the corner of the car doors, like that part hit me right here. That part hit me. So basically, it hurted, but it didn't hurt like that. So basically, like I'm touching it like this. I don't feel no knot. I'm like, okay, so maybe I'm good. Okay, I'm looking in the window of the car trying to see what's wrong. I'm looking, I didn't see nothing. So next thing you know, when I look down for some reason, like a whole bunch of blood just started dripping. And I know this looked like a little like cut or whatever, but the cut was deep, okay? And it was a lot of blood, like more blood than I have ever seen in my life from this little cut. So basically, I saw the blood dripping and stuff, and then that's when I was scared because I never saw so much blood, like, and it was a lot of blood. So then I started yelling out loud. I don't know if my neighbors heard me, and I wasn't paying attention. It was so cold outside. I ain't care. I had on a skirt, a blazer, and stuff like that. I didn't even care about the weather. I was just trying to get myself together. Then I was calling Mom. I was like, Mom. She was like, what? All alarmed and everything. Everybody all alarmed and stuff. Her, my brother and all that. So then I was like, help me. She was just in shock, like, oh my God, that is so much blood. So then my dumb tail gonna keep my head down, which makes me losing more blood, which makes more blood come out. So then that's when she had brought me back in the house. She gave me a wet towel to put on my head, and she told me to hold my head back. So then she called the ambulance and stuff like that. The fire truck came first. The fire people came first. They looked at it. Nobody didn't want to say nothing. Like they just looked at it, and then it was like, oh, like, so So then the ambulance people came, and then they was like, oh yeah. So then I'm getting worried, like I'm asking questions like, okay, am I okay? Is it big? What's wrong with it? Blah 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 blah. So then that's when my dad was like, oh yeah, you'll be fine, blah 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 blah. So then the ambulance people wrote me in the ambulance. Okay, I don't like going to the hospital for nothing. Okay. So basically the ambulance people had wrote me in the ambulance, blah blah blah. Family came over, blah blah blah. Okay, I get to the room, they get to me real fast. Doctor came in or whatever, and it just would not stop bleeding. Like it was still bleeding when I was in the ambulance truck to when I got to the hospital to I'm sitting down waiting for somebody. It was just bleeding very bad. Like I had blood all the way around my collar, all on my feet, my legs, and everything. So basically when I had got there, she was like, it wouldn't stop bleeding. And she took a look at it and she was like, that I'm going to need stitches. Now, I've never had stitches. I'm terrified of needles. I don't even know how I got a tattoo, but I'm terrified of needles. So basically, right, she was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to do stitches, right? And that's the only way. So then I was like, okay, just go ahead, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm waiting and I'm waiting for them to come back, and then the nurse came in and she was like, okay, so basically we're going to numb it first, before we stitch it up, blah blah, so don't worry and stuff like that. So then I'm like, okay. And then that's when she was like, okay, well, let me go get the numbing cream. Okay, she said numbing cream. Okay, so basically the doctor came back in there and she told me that I busted a capillary, and she explained to me what that was, and that's why I kept bleeding like that. And she said that the cut was very deep because I busted a capillary, and capillaries are like these, they like a thick cell. It's like something. Anyway, the only thing I know is that it's thick, okay, and it's hard to break open or whatever. So basically she told me that that the cut was very deep and that I must have hit it very hard because I busted the capillary, and that's why it wouldn't stop bleeding. It was not stop bleeding. So basically she was like, she'll be back and she about to go. So basically she was like, she'll be back. She about to go see what the nurse is doing with the numbing cream. Okay. So basically her and the nurse came in, and then this other I think she was a nurse or whatever. So basically 3 of them had came in, okay. And then that's when the doctor came in with this long needle. Like I'm like, okay, what is she about to do with this? Is this for me? Blah blah blah. So basically she was like, okay, so basically this is the numbing medicine. I was like, the nurse said that y'all was getting numbing cream. I would like to have the numbing cream. She was like, oh yeah, we were, but then the numbing cream, it takes a little while for it to numb and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, I'd rather have that because I don't like needles. And then they was like, oh no, it's okay, you'll be fine with this, we'll hold your hand, blah 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 blah. So then I'm like, okay, whatever, let's just get it over and done with. So basically, right. So I thought, right, she was gonna have to give me like an IV or something, to put me to sleep, blah blah blah. She said, okay, now basically we got to take this needle and we got to stick it inside the wound in order for it to numb. I said, sticking what inside what? She said, yes, we have to stick it inside. I was like, that's gonna hurt and y'all gonna make it worse. She was like, no, it's gonna numb it, numb it, and all this and that. That's all she kept saying, numb. So basically I was like, okay, so when I tell y'all that junk hurted so bad, like the wound was already fresh, and then I'm sticking something sharp inside of it. I was so pissed. Like I was so mad. So basically, I'm holding their hands. They squeeze my hand. I'm squeezing their hand. Like, it hurt so bad. But then and then she started like going on the outside and numbing it on the outside. So then that's when she was about to stitch it up. I was like, okay, well, can you just take the stitching needle and just poke around it, right, just to see if I could feel something, right? She was like, sure. So then that's when she was doing it. And then I didn't even know right she was doing it. She was doing it right. And so I said, right, okay, are you going to stick it? She was like, oh, I'm doing it. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm ready then. So, you know, so then she stitched it up. She did it quick. I had 3 stitches. And then that's when they got me sewed up. And they told me what to do for the next 2 weeks or so. And then that's when they had let me go. So then, you know, I'm doing everything they tell me to do for the 2 weeks, blah blah, putting cocoa butter on it and stuff, and you know, keeping it clean, changing the bandages and blah blah blah. So then that's when right after that they had told me in 2 weeks come back and get it taken out and get my stitches taken out. So basically it was 2 weeks, and I had went, and basically they was like well, we don't want to take them out just yet because they might not be ready, and once we take them out, it might re-bust back open, and we don't want that to happen, blah 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 blah. So then I had to wait another week. Okay, so then another week came by, and then that's when they decide to finally take them out. So basically, you know, what they got to do to take them out is the little tweezers, and then they cut them, you know, which is not bad at all. But the fact that like my wound was still healing, it hurt a little bit. But so basically they took the first one out. I couldn't really feel that one, so they pulled on it, they cut it. Okay, that was done. The second one, it hurt a little bit more than the first one. They pull it, they cut it. The third one hurt the worst. So basically it was like it was all in order, like from the one that don't hurt at all to the one that hurt the most. So basically it seemed like that it was all in order. So basically, yeah. And so then they took it out, and I kept putting cocoa butter on it and stuff, and blah blah blah. And this is it today. So it's been January, let me see, February, March. It was at the end, so January, February. So it's been about 3 months now, and this is what it is. I had a big knot, like when they first took the stitches out, I still had a knot, and then the knot just keep going down each time. So I still got a knot, but it's like a tiny knot. Like I can feel it, but it's like a little knot. So, and yeah, so, and that's it. And but I just thank God, you know, that it wasn't nothing worse or anything like that. And yeah, so I am saying to you guys that don't rush. Like, you don't want to be like me, and people like, well, how did you hit yourself in the head with a card? Or look, I was rushing. Okay, so don't rush. Take your time. Make sure you get prepared early. Have your stuff already ready, because you don't want to be like me. You don't want to be in a situation like me at all. But yeah, so that's it for my story time today. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, like my pictures. My Instagram is Miwop. That's MI.WOP. Okay, that's how you pronounce it, Miwop. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Love No Thotties. I made that Twitter when I was young, so Love No Thotties, and it is LUVNOTHOTTIES. And make sure you add me on Snapchat, which is Mimi_gorgeous. And yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and if you have any comments, comment, whether they're negative, positive. I want to see what your guys are thinking and how you feel about me on YouTube and things like that. So yeah, so see you in the next video. Bye.